Okay. Ready. All right. Tyler, are you ready? Tyler, I'm so excited to hear about this plan.
I'm so nervous.
Okay. All
My
right.
evil plan.
It
It is evil. It's diabolical.
It's diabolical.
I don't think that
You're gonna
Tyler
be
has a
so
mean
mad,
bone.
Hailey. You're gonna be so mad.
Why would you make me mad on purpose?
So I can win. That's why.
No.
Tyler doesn't want blonde hair. And
I could care less about the blonde hair. I think this is just
see
funny.
You cry.
I think this is just gonna be funny.
All right.
Do you know what it is, Kendra?
No, I don't, which is why I want to know. Okay. All right. What is up, party people? Welcome to this week's episode of Saturdays and Seltzers. My name is Kendra Middleton, joined by Hailey Tamello and intern Tyler as usual. Now I feel like Tyler hangs out with us on recording days now, which is nice. But if you are new here, welcome to the show. We are going to start our show as we always do, which is with our HLH segment, which is our high of the last week, our low of the last week, and our unexpected hero of the last week, which is something good that happened to you. We started with Tyler last week, so I think Hailey, it is your turn. You are on the floor. What is your high of the week?
Want me to start? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start. I'll go first. My high is kind of different for the show. We don't usually talk about this kind of stuff, but just wanted to say, in terms of the skiing world, Michaela Schifrin being a badass. She just got her 88th World Cup career win, which is a world record. So she's hype. My whole life, my family is big into ski racing. My brother ski raced for a majority of his life. I coached for a while, so it's pretty cool to watch her just absolutely tear it up. She's awesome.
Slay. Okay. Decent high for Women's History Month.
Right? I know. I was trying to think of something like, happy, because I feel like we always talk about somehow our highs always turn into the lows lately. So I just wanted to put something good out into the universe.
It'd be like that. Tyler, what is your high of the week?
So my high, this is huge for the movie community, the film community, and this just came out like a couple hours ago, maybe not even. Tommy Wiseau, you might know him from the hit movie The Room. He's back. He's got another feature film coming. I forget the date, but it's called The Big Shark, and it looks like one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but it looks so incredible.
Better or worse than Sharknado?
Oh,
good question.
I think by far worse.
I don't even know who this guy is.
You've never heard of Hailey? Have you heard of Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah,
that's
like
it's kind of a deep
knowledge,
it's a deep cut.
I'm not surprised that Kendra doesn't know.
It's a deep cut in the movie world.
Yeah,
but it's this really like I forget what year it's from. It's got to be from like the 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Early 90s.
But he made this movie that was just such an awful movie, but it's like reached cult status. And people just love it for no reason.
It's so bad that it's good. Like
if it's worse,
it's one of those movies.
And
this one looks like it's going to be equally as bad, but great.
If it's worse than Sharknado, I might watch it.
You should, and you should watch The Room too. Add that to your list.
Is it scary?
No. It's like a comedy almost.
It's important to not watch Room with Brie Larson. That is a very disturbing movie.
It's
called The Room.
It's like Ohio State. You got to make sure you have the word the.
Tommy Wiseau.
Okay, heard.
And starring Tommy Wiseau as well.
Okay,
of course.
Perfect.
Kendra, what's your high? Where are you?
My high is that if you haven't noticed, I am not in my apartment. I am currently in Atlanta, Georgia, driving across the country for a couple weeks. I'm currently in Atlanta. We leave tomorrow at 6 a.m. We are stopping for lunch in Houston with Dylan Sanders, Dilly shout out of the week. So we're seeing Dilly and we're gonna get some lunch, and then we are going to Houston because one of my friends is getting married. Can't believe that my college roommate's getting married, but here we are. I feel like I'm getting old. So that is my high. Hailey, is your low is cute. What is your low? Wow.
My low is that you're gone and I miss you, even though we don't hang out every day. Your absence is felt here.
I called Hailey the other day as I was getting ready to leave for my trip, and I was in the middle of Target and I'm just having insane separation anxiety. And Hailey would have seen me last weekend if she didn't ditch me twice, by the way. Not only did she ditch me in plans that we made to go to the parade, she also ditched the parade altogether. Yeah. Yeah, Tyler. Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm a real shitty friend.
Boo.
From my side of the pond, I didn't realize that we had plans at first, and then I felt really bad about it when Kendra told me that I.
She just didn't go at all. You cancel on everybody.
Then Kendra said that she wasn't gonna go because of because she had to pack, and I may or may not have woken up really hungover. So I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna go. And then she was like, oh, just ditch me 2 times in a row. And then I felt like a double piece of shit. So.
Hailey
love you, buddy. I miss you.
Haley texted me like 8 a.m. and she was like, I just got home. And I was like, what time's your train? And she goes, half an hour ago. And I was like, oh, sick. All right.
Oh, sick.
It was tough. It was tough.
Tyler, your low, I think, is something that everyone can relate to.
Yeah, so my low complete. I don't live up there, so I don't have you as my low.
Perfect.
But,
your low could be that I don't get to see you for your birthday.
That is true. Yeah, I'm going up there next weekend, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Next weekend, I'll be up in the Boston area without Kendra there.
Oh.
Yeah, oddly enough. But my low, spam callers have been killing me today. I don't know why, to what I've done today, that they've just been going crazy. I, no joke, before noon, had at least 7 spam calls.
They're getting good.
Absolutely ridiculous.
They use your area code. I like to fuck with them.
They were all my area code and surrounding Virginia area codes too.
Yeah, I like to fuck with spam callers. I'll like answer the phone and like argue with them and like give them like my pretend social security number and just have them chase their tails, and it's great.
I don't have the time for that.
Yeah, I figured.
I just wish they would leave me alone.
Yeah, valid.
This is a great low. That's a great low.
That is a good low. That's very collective.
Low.
My low, I have 2. One is not on our sheet. One is that I am not prepared for this show at all. I looked at our notes for the first time when I sat down to do this, just because I have been gone. So I'm freeballing the fuck out of this. But also, Tyler, are you drinking a Pellegrino?
I am drinking a Pellegrino.
Okay,
yes, I'm a big Pellegrino guy.
I have such an embarrassing story about myself from college. And so I obviously bartended my way through college. I feel like a lot of people do know that about me. I thought that Pellegrino was called Pellegrigio for a long time. And I worked at a very, very nice restaurant in Dover, New Hampshire. And I called it that for a really long time. And one time my manager called me out for it in front of someone I was serving, and I wanted to die. But that just made me think of it, and now I can't drink it anymore. I almost ordered one.
Pellegrino is a much better name, to be honest. It sounds so much fancier.
I thought that I was so dumb, and now I can't even look at it without cringing over myself, which like every time I see it, I'm just
I might just start
more
calling
flashbacks.
it that now. I kind of like that. I'm gonna steal
it. Okay, perfect. Hailey, your hero.
My hero is Chad Ochocinco, because the meme of him using a whiteboard during a Bengals game to ask a fan for a hot dog has gone viral again.
Seen this.
You know, I know, but it's just gone again, and I just every time it comes around, it makes me so happy. And the fact that he was fined $10,000 for the hot dog, and all the comments that go with that, about it being the most expensive hot dog in the league.
That is an expensive hot dog. I have had one hot dog ever, and now I really want one for no reason.
The top comment, I believe, was the stadium prices getting out of control.
That's a good one.
Rumor has it, every dog you eat takes 30 minutes off your life.
Yeah, I have heard this.
True, though.
That's a rumor. We're on the street.
Dude, it's literally like pig anus, so probably.
Oh, I don't know, but I eat beef.
I see. I'm too far along. Like I've already eaten enough, like within my childhood, that I like can't even like countless hot dogs I've consumed.
I just feel like it's definitely like pig butthole. Like that's gotta be. I'm just convinced.
If it is, that's an unfortunate situation.
I've also seen hot dogs being made kind of crazy.
Also, Sausage Party kind of changed my view on hot dogs for a while.
Awful movie. Awful movie. one of the worst.
Okay. Anyway, Tyler, your hero.
My hero. So I've apparently become our resident Hannah Montana guy.
Which I disagree.
I don't know how this happened. I don't know how it happened, but it's happened, so I'm going to go with it. Today marks the 17. Today marks the 17-year anniversary of the start of Hannah Montana.
God, I feel
crazy. 17
old.
years.
You don't know anything about Hannah Montana.
I remember watching that first episode.
I watched it. Yeah, I watched the first episode for sure.
Oh,
Best of both worlds. That might be the only song I can name other than The Climb.
I will expose you, and I'm not even ashamed of it.
But 17 years. 17 years.
Fake. The Climb, Miley Cyrus.
The Climb is the best song. Have you all seen also the Kendra's favorite, Morgan Wallet? Apparently, if you it's going around TikTok right now, if you like speed it up or pitch it up or something to it, it sounds just like Miley Cyrus.
No way.
No,
yeah, I'll send the clips. I don't think I can put them on here in post because we'll get sued.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
Not Mr. Wallet.
Look up Morgan Wallet sped up, and it sounds just like Miss Cyrus.
All right, Kendra. Your hero.
My hero is that Calais Campbell met with the Jags today. I did see that. I know we signed a couple people this week. I've not been paying attention. I've not been on my phone. I swear to God, I'm so out of the loop. I feel like I'm on a fucking deserted island. But you best believe that if there is Calais Campbell news, I know about it because somebody sent it to me. And that's the only reason I know about it. But I stand regardless. The mayor is coming back to Jacksonville. I believe it. You believe it. We believe it. We are manifesting here. I know he met with the Falcons as well. I did see a joke that was like Trent Baalke was only waiting to have Calais Campbell come back from Atlanta because it would have been a cheaper flight to get him here. And, you know, Trent's just really wheeling and dealing, man. He's just pinching pennies where he can. Trevor's contract, you know, it's going to cost us.
I'm going to go ahead and say going forward, can we go with Calais Campbell?
For why? What is the reasoning here?
Slay.
Oh, well, we already have Slay Jones.
Oh, true.
Can't have too many Slays.
He's the mayor.
Too many Slays.
Slay Jones is better.
Yeah, Slay Jones hit Stiffy. All
right. That was very good, gang.
Good job. Tyler's drinking a Pellegrigio. I'm drinking water. Hailey, High Noon, Ferta.
I found the tequilas, did not buy them.
You what?
You didn't buy them?
Yeah.
Do you know what show you're on?
I know.
Hailey.
Here's the thing.
Hailey.
It wasn't today. It was a couple days ago. And it was just like, dude, I don't really want to put down like a case of tequila sodas by myself, so I just got High Noons.
So vodka soda by yourself was okay?
Yeah, because I already know how they taste.
I'm actually offended.
I guarantee that strawberry one is to die for.
Yeah, we got to tell Smalls that
I've been dreaming about the strawberry tequila.
Fake. What is the Mr. Krabs thing when he's like, of course they were fake?
Of course. It was, no, it's...
Was it Plankton?
In the SpongeBob movie when they get the mustaches.
Oh, yeah.
Dennis, played by Alec Baldwin,
Of course they were
iconically.
Of course they were
them off their faces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's talk about some basketball. Tyler has some evil diabolical plan, which is probably going to be the only highlight of this episode because it is the only thing that was strategic. But that being said, I have a couple points that I want to make since we talked last. San Diego State versus Furman. Who the fuck would have, if you had that on your bracket, I don't believe you. You're probably a small child who likes the color purple and has been to San Diego with their mom one time, and your dad let you pick your bracket to try and win him some money based off of colors and teams that you liked. You're probably a 5-year-old. You live in like Utah somewhere and you like the color purple a lot. That is the only way that this bracket would have been allowed. I cannot think of another specific enough scenario where someone would have that unless you maybe like went to Furman for undergrad and San Diego State for grad school. I don't know. No shot. That being said, our brackets kind of fell apart between that, Creighton and Princeton, FAU. I did have Tennessee, thank God. The Michigan State, Kansas State game, which is on right now, also wild. Gonzaga, UCLA, I feel like is fine. I also had Arkansas and UConn. I feel like a lot of people did. Had Xavier in Texas. Houston and Miami also fine. But like some of the left side of the brackets really fucked us up. That being said, I so sad. Don't think that you people will catch me. I believe that I am the winner here. I will take my flowers now. I think that I can jinx this. I'm Gucci.
Yeah, no, you're. I think mathematically,
yes,
you've already clinched.
No. There is a scenario in which
you pass her,
yes.
Even her.
There is.
I know there's situations for us too, but even her.
It's interesting because if you read the notes that I had, you would see that I have my must-lose list.
Hailey, you know I'm dyslexic. I don't read.
Must lose. We need Houston, Texas, UConn, and Tennessee all to lose. If they all lose and UCLA wins, we're in good shape. If UCLA wins and goes to the Final Four, we're in even better shape because that's the only thing that's keeping me differentiated from Kendra with Alabama, us both having Alabama in the championship.
I don't think that.
With that being said, if any of those teams win, I'm fucked. But there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Just sitting here trying to do the math in my head, I don't understand it.
All right, Tyler. What's this fucking?
We'll go
what's
over it
the
after.
plan?
Yeah,
so
what's up, Tyler?
Hailey just listed all the things that she said had to go right for her to win. I didn't go that far. I just did the things that she would have to beat me with.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Alabama making the Final Four, UCLA making the Final Four, and Houston essentially losing.
Mm-hmm.
So I have bet on all of those things to happen. I have engineered a reverse jinx to try. I'm financially backing all of your picks.
Are you serious?
I am financially backing all of your picks.
It's a win-win for Tyler.
If I lose, I get my hair dyed, but I'm a rich man. If I don't have to get my hair dyed. And I beat you in the bracket challenge. You thought you had the big brain doing all the math of who should win and who should not win. I backed it financially.
Hailey, I think that you have to do the same fucking thing.
Oh, you're going to try to counteract my counteraction? You can't. That would be unheard of.
Oh my God.
You can't reverse jinx my reverse jinx.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
you
can.
I don't know.
Hold on. Wait, hold on.
About that.
When do I?
Hailey?
And you might be too late because games have already kicked off.
I know, that's why I'm checking. Hold on. No, none of the games that we're talking about. So I would need to bet on the Houston game, the Alabama game, and the UCLA.
So wait a minute. Think this through.
If UCLA wins tonight, if UCLA wins tonight, I've already beaten you. Because
just watching Hailey go,
no.
Are you serious?
No, because I also have UCLA going to the Sweet Elite Eight.
Okay, so you have UCLA. You're right.
You need Houston to lose.
I need Houston to lose, period, because you both have Houston.
But I bet on that.
Okay.
So you want to do the opposite. You want to bet on them to win.
Okay. I will bet on them to win.
Which helps me.
I don't think you will, because I have the receipts.
No, I don't want to do that.
I'm going
to
post. I'm going to clip this.
I'm not
going to
post
it on Twitter with my bet slips.
Houston's
do it, Sad Cat Parlay.
If they lose, I will financially profit.
Well, it's gonna. I hope
I'm
glad that you're gonna make money. Good for you.
Sad Cat Parlay for the win.
Look at how mad she is, Ken. I told you.
Dude, no, you said that, and she just goes, "Are you serious?"
Because she knows more than most people the power my bets have on games. I could bet money on the most favorite of all time, and it would lose just because I put money on it.
She
knows the power.
I very much dislike watching sports with Tyler, like
this
live.
Is so
like
good.
On TV.
This is so fucking good.
I've engineered the most.
I'm really glad that my pain is like making you happy, Kendra. That's so awesome.
I'm so sorry. I don't feel bad for you at all. You are from New England. You've had everything ever, and you get in the mindset sometimes where you're like, I just need another championship. It's been a minute, and everyone else is like, fuck you, Hailey. So you know what? Love you.
Okay, drag me.
Hailey.
Okay, drag me.
Drag her.
T. All right. Well, I still remain very confident. Again, we need a Houston loss, huge L.
Let's go Miami.
I have Houston, and I'm still kind of like, fuck it.
We also need Texas, UConn, and Tennessee to lose. So,
because even if Houston wins, I will still probably win.
You have all of those games that you can win.
Good shit. So. That's fucking great. All right, Hailey, jerk yourself off for a second with the Bruins to come back while we hit up our NHL stuff.
Thank you so much. I would love to do that.
You're welcome.
Bruins continue to be stick, 54-11-5. Swayman had a back-to-back shutout week last week with Winnipeg and Buffalo. And they're looking good. They look awesome, and the city loves it. They love this team. The goalie hug, so cute. I just think they're really riding with them, and hopefully they don't blow it in the postseason.
I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Would you rather the Bruins have a Game 7 first round exit or get swept in the Stanley Cup final?
Swept in the Stanley Cup, because I don't know if I can emotionally take another first round exit or first couple round exit.
Good answer.
They're so good.
Good answer. All right. That was our NHL segment for the week because I'm not prepared for the show. I swear to God, we will start talking more hockey when I get back from this trip. We have a lot of people hit us up about hockey. This used to be a huge hockey show. I pinky swear when we're back and March Madness is over, we will get back into hockey. That being said, couple football thoughts, stuff still going on. I am not prepared to talk about the stuff going on with the Jags. I could ramble off some bullshit, but I'm not going to, just for my sake. Tyler, you have some notes about the Lions and the Jets.
Yeah, no, it's just more of a question than anything, because I'm convinced myself, and I think I've decided that I'm just an insane fan. I think, and I'm willing to bet on this. I don't know what I will bet on this, or how I will bet on it. I think the Lions have more success in 2023 than the Jets. Is that crazy?
I don't think it's crazy, but I think that if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, it's a little crazier.
And that's what I'm assuming in this statement too.
I don't think it's crazy. I don't know what the NFC North's schedule is like. I don't know what conferences they're playing. The only reason I will say that it's not crazy is because I know that the AFC East has the hardest schedule in football, which is the only reason that I don't think it's crazy. But that being said, head to head, both teams healthy, I do think the Jets are a better team, but I don't hate the idea that they will have more success.
I just don't think so. I think the Lions are on the way up, and the Jets, I don't like the Aaron Rodgers move as much as some people do. I don't think it's going to have as big of an impact as people are assuming it will. I bet they make the playoffs and they lose in the first round.
That's fair. People thought that
I think the Lions probably would do the same thing if they make the playoffs, but that's still making the playoffs for the Lions is much bigger, I think, than the Jets making the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, 100%. People thought that I was nuts with my Seattle won the Russell Wilson situation, so maybe you won't look crazy in a couple months, but I don't even think it's crazy right now just because I know the AFC East has such a tough schedule, but I don't hate that take at all. I think that that's like a decent argument.
Yeah, I think it's good. And then my last thing, CJ Gardner-Johnson, my favorite signing of the all. I didn't think I was going to be a free agent guy. I didn't think I was going to like any of them. I love the CJ Gardner-Johnson pickup.
Fire pickup. Fire. Great, you guys are going to be really good. I think that the NFC North is y'all's to lose next year. I think the tables are how the turntables in that division. I'll tell you all that.
Tabled.
Hailey?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting take. Just to round out that thought, I think it's going to come down to those quarterbacks. I think if Jared Goff can throw for another 4,500 yard season, I mean, he looked pretty good last season in terms of getting the ball down the field, and if he's able to do it, I'm going to side with Tyler on the Aaron Rodgers thing. I know you have some level of optimism for it, Kendra. Being a Patriots fan and being in the same division as the Jets my entire life, as good as we say that they're going to be in the offseason, it tends to be that they either can't get it together or, like you pointed out, the schedule gets the best of them. For them to make it into the playoffs, you would have to assume that they would have a better record than Miami or Buffalo or New England. And then get that wild card spot. I don't really see it. Also, the Lions can tend to be that way too, right? Like, we talk a lot about the Lions in the offseason and Hard Knocks and Daddy Campbell, and then we get into season play and they can fall apart. So I don't know. I ride with Daddy Campbell for sure. So cool. I would, on the optimist side, I would like to think that the Lions will have a better season. So I would love that for you, Tyler.
I would also love that for you, Tyler.
Thank you. It would be big for me.
You're welcome.
I don't get many wins in the NFL.
Okay, so
the Jets, I love Sauce. I want to put that out there.
And Robert Saleh, first Muslim head coach in NFL history, baby.
Hey, we love that.
All right. So that being said, the Ohio State's pro day was this week. Hailey has some thoughts. Tyler has a couple things to say. I don't have anything to say, but I am here to listen.
Yeah, so my coworker Will, he went to the Ohio State University, and he wanted me to bring it up on the pod today, see what you guys thought.
Perfect. So we better get a shout out.
Definitely. So the Panthers sent 14 people in person to Columbus.
That's a lot.
Which is a lot in person. So
that's a lot.
Giants had 9 reportedly, Seattle 8, but again, the Panthers sent 14. Apparently he had a good day. Apparently he looked good. What are your guys' thoughts? I mean, obviously, Kendra, you haven't really seen anything about this. I haven't seen any footage from it, but what do you think, just based off this, if we believe this to be true at face value, what does this mean for the first round pick? Do you think the Panthers are going to be sending this amount of people out for anybody else? And then how do we think he's going to transition into NFL play?
So I saw some clips of the pro day. It was fine. I don't think he really did anything that was like crazy. My favorite, I do think he is going to the Panthers. I think he's probably the safest pick at quarterback this year.
Yeah, agree.
For sure. But I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. I don't like to talk about Ohio State.
I am still, from what I've heard, and I'm going to stick with this until I hear differently from these people. I know that they were looking at Bryce Young pretty heavily. I think that them sending that many people out does send a statement, whether that statement is, hey, we're taking a really strong look at both of these guys to make our decision. We're having all our guys come in, we're really making sure that we take this seriously, especially because we traded up for this pick. But I just don't see them signing Andy Dalton to develop CJ, just because they're not similar players whatsoever. And yeah, he's a veteran. He could probably help. I do think that that's the safest option, but I don't know. I feel like Bryce Young makes more sense there for me, but I do hope that they take CJ, because like we said last week, I don't want him in the AFC South at all, because I do think he is the safest option. That being said, I do think that they're just crossing their T's and dotting their I's for whatever decision they're about to make, because it is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like, also, I wonder, like, what kind of precedent this sets now that we're coming out of COVID, right? And there's like less of a restriction on travel. Like, our team's going to start sending these many people to come check these guys out. Like, I wonder what 14 people even have to like discuss or talk about, that they all have to be there. Just
a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Tyler, go ahead.
Andy, I was just going to say, Andy, while they don't really play overly similarly, I think Andy's a good like locker room guy that
totally
CJ can look up to, and
110%.
I think he can learn a lot from Andy, even though they don't play really the same.
Totally.
My other biggest takeaway from this, though, did y'all know Josh McCown was the Panthers quarterback coach?
No fucking idea.
That caught me so off guard. Seeing
no
that
idea.
Clip of him and CJ.
No idea.
I thought he was still a backup somewhere.
Yeah.
Same.
Put him on the list of athletes I forgot about.
Yeah.
I never forgot about him. I just didn't realize that was where he was hanging out these days.
Same.
I'm a big Josh McCown guy.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Crazy. But yeah, he apparently likes him a lot, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to be like obviously developing either of these prospects. It's just when you sign a veteran presence, I feel like it makes sense to have them be semi hands-on with like younger quarterbacks.
A safety blanket.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. So that's just my thought process there, obviously. Couple NBA thoughts before we close stuff out. Hailey, what's up?
Bucks and Celtics clinch. Dun, 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 dun. A coincidence that our teams are the first two to clinch in the Eastern Conference? No. We just pick them and ride for the best team. So fits.
Yeah, me being a Jags fan really makes sense.
Yeah, well, the Jags are up and coming in the AFC, as you famously said.
They really are.
And then the other NBA point I had was just Ja Morant. Standing ovation came back to the Grizzlies this week. No thoughts really. If Memphis is happy to have him back, I love that for them. Hopefully he learned from his experience and his time away. And the Grizzlies are looking great, 45-27 this season. So I don't know. I like Memphis. I really do.
Yeah,
me too. I like the city, and I like the fan base. I like the team. So I'm wishing them the best in the season. I would love to ultimately see them and the Celtics in the postseason. I think that would be sick.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I have not seen Survivor, but do not feel the need to not ruin it for me. I'm going to watch it tomorrow morning while we're driving. What are you guys' thoughts from last night before we go?
So I won't spoil anything for you super specific, but there is a tribe switch up. So the 3 people that go on their journey actually reach in and pick a new buff. So they get switched up.
I like that.
And it's pretty wild just seeing them come back to their tribes, because a lot of the tribe members have built connections with those people and now they're gone. So that was a really interesting twist, resulting with a blindside with Sarah going home at the end, which was crazy. Quick tea party I did have that I forgot to write down, but Prince William was spotted at an LGBTQIA+ restaurant in Poland this week. Him and his staff went out to support. They are a local restaurant venue in Warsaw, Poland.
Cool.
And they went and just like really low key. They weren't even taking pictures. People just saw them and snapped pictures of them. But he took his whole staff out there to check it out. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is
Love
pretty
to
cool.
see that representation.
Cool. Love that. Tyler,
and
any Survivor?
Also, sorry.
Go ahead.
One more thing about Survivor. My last final thought is there's a crazy endurance challenge. You'll see Kendra, lots of swimming going on, climbing, things like that. It's kind of a douchebag move when Jeff makes them swim back.
Yeah, agree.
Like I would be so tired.
Pissed. I would drown. I would literally fucking drown.
Also, I feel like more people are wicked in shape this season than last season. Ripped.
That's good. We love that.
Go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
Tyler, any thoughts?
We got a little train action going, so sorry.
Hell yeah. It's time.
No real thoughts. I will give Carolyn some props.
Yes.
She's smart.
Carolyn had a great
smart.
week,
I still
Kendra.
hate her. My stance has not changed on her. But I will give her some props.
Perfect.
We had a good episode.
Perfect. Any closing thoughts?
Nope. Drive safe on your trip. Tune in to Kendra's socials for her daily vlogs that she's doing. Those have been really cute. Just hope you and Maria are having a blast. We miss you back at home.
Love to hear it. Sorry for the unprepared show this week, guys. Like Hailey said, I'm on the road. We'll be better next week. Definitely gonna get into some NHL stuff later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep on sipping, y'all, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.